When I was like 14, a couple of friends I was hanging out with uh, were like producing some stuff at the time. You know, very early on, and like we were all into just a bunch of artists, and it was really just like a hobby or an interest or something. So used to write verses, exchange ideas, things like that. Pretty wide ranging. I guess my earliest influence, hip hop wise, if we're talking that, would be the Beastie Boys. I had a bunch of their albums, and then from there I kind of got into Wu Tang, and I had the 36 Chambers album, and that was like pretty much the best out one of the best albums ever made, basically. And then from there, I got into guys like Nas. I had one of his albums, and it was back like when you really just couldn't get music like that readily. So if you had an album and you really liked it, I mean, I played the shit out of it. Like, and then with that came lots of other influences. Biggie, Jay is one of my biggest influences. Yeah, shows are definitely getting to the point where they're a lot more like exciting. It's probably my favorite part of everything is actually getting on stage and then doing performing the songs that I've been making. So at first it was definitely like you know it, like anything else, it took some mastering, some getting used to, and I still have a long way to go. But as far as like feeling, like I love being up there. Like once I get settled, like it's my favorite place to be. So yeah, really the focus now. I mean, I've done a lot of open mics and some shows around New York City, like smaller clubs and things like that. So it's just a building, it's just a growth. But yeah, basically just looking forward to bigger and better things. It is what it is. Even if it's all just keep your heart. Any way to keep it up, just never just something. Even if it's something that you catch your eye on. Is what it is. And it keeps on running back. My favorite venue that I've played thus far, it's called Public Assembly, but I think it's something else. I think it's called Black Bear now or something. But that by far was my favorite. Like I felt like I had the best crowd and the best reception, and just the vibe was right. But I mean, I've performed at the Basement and the Delancey like quite a few times, and if anybody has been there for a show, it's like the stage isn't really raised much off the ground, so it is like a little bit more intimate with the audience. But I guess I just appreciate them all because they're all part of the journey. Like even if you're not on a stage, you're just on a floor performing for people. It's just about having a good show and moving forward. A bunch of new stuff I'm working on, some new sounds, some new ideas. Definitely at least an EP is on the way, like hopefully by winter, late fall. I mean, it would be nice to kind of put out something around the same time as my last project, but we'll see. But I have some other new sounds I'm working on, so I might do two kind of different projects. One that's kind of more focused around a sound that I've been messing with, or just feels. Yeah, more shows. I mean, we're always kind of getting booking opportunities. So whatever shows I could do, I'm gonna do. Working on a video right now. I don't have a release date on that. Kind of chipping away at that too. So that should be by like late fall, if not sooner in the next month or so. Yeah, so definitely be on the lookout for a new album. You can check me out on I'm on SoundCloud / Charles Joseph, AudioMac / Charles Joseph. Hey, how's it going? This is Charles Joseph from New York.
Oh, nothing. Yes, I